had brownies for breakfast. Go ahead, judge me. I know you already are. No, they were not some healthy avocado protein brownies. They were the good shit. They were fudgy and chocolatey and delicious. But I regret every bite of it because now I feel like shit. The bad shit, not the good shit. The kind of shit many put in Miss Lafault's pie. And now I'm the one that needs the help. Yes, I had brownies for breakfast. I think I might have some ice cream for lunch and cookies for dinner. Why not? I already ruined my diet for the day. I am no longer bound to societal pressure of eating right, whatever that is. I no longer check the nutrition facts on food because my eyes are too weak to read. The funny part is that the really healthy food doesn't even need a label. I mean, their calories disappear like magic. Boy, how I wish I could disappear like magic. With a wave of my magic fork, I could stab that steak like a frog, make it turn into my prince, my boyfriend, my partner in crime. Because how could I have a real boyfriend when there's no eggs for breakfast? Maybe that's the reason I had brownies. No eggs. Or maybe there's no eggs because there's brownies. Well, there's no more brownies. I ate them all. Licks the pan, too. And now it sits in the sink as the flies soak in the soap I didn't bother to clean it with. Maybe if I bothered to clean the pan, I could get clean, too. Maybe. Maybe one day I won't have brownies for breakfast. Any questions so far? Because now would be the time to do so.
I have a question.
Yes.
What brand were the brownies?
Excuse me?
What brand were the brownies?
No, I heard you the first time. I just thought your question was extremely rude and insensitive.
Yes, well, it's just that you said they were so good, so I thought, why not try some for myself and get a batch for myself?
Are you going to eat them all by yourself?
Excuse me?
Are you going to eat them all by yourself?
I heard you the first time, and no, of course not. I'll probably share with someone. I'm not some fat blob that eats a whole tray of brownies for breakfast.
You're fucking Betty Crocker.
Well, that's the brand.
Oh, that's the brand.
And what was the exact product?
It was brownie mix.
Yes, but what kind? Extra fudge? Dark chocolate? Caramel nut? What did it say on the box?
Well, it didn't give a warning sign, that's for sure.
A warning for what?
Warning, may not be able to stop sugar consumption.
Doesn't that go without saying?
No, man in the Phillies fucking cap, it doesn't go without fucking saying, because not everyone was born with special self-control powers that allow them to stop eating brownies when they feel the need to. Some of us need warning signs. Some of us need nutrition facts, not just nutrition opinions, facts. Cold hard facts that tell us when to stop eating and how much to eat, and how much to exercise so that we don't fall into a never-ending cycle of eating fucking brownies for fucking breakfast.
So, extra fudge.
I don't know what it said on the box. But like, they weren't that good.
Then why did you eat them?
To do something.
Get a job.
Well, I had a job. I needed something to distract me.
Watch TV.
Then I'd be watching myself.
Well, you don't find yourself entertaining?
Do you?
I find this extraordinarily interesting.
To suffer is to be interesting.
To suffer is to be. The box. What did it say?
I don't know.
And why don't you educate yourself on these things?
I think today's Q&A is over. Thank you for your questions. Come again. I remember the exact day the fridge became my enemy. I just had a stressful day packing up my pencils in the 4th grade when I came home, closed the door, dropped my backpack on the floor, and let out a giant sigh. I suddenly felt this strong urge to eat, so I assumed I was hungry. I was under the impression that snacks were one's way of keeping up with life. You eat to get strong, to feel more energized and ready for life. But what they don't tell you is that by eating the wrong foods, snacks can have the opposite effect. So since I was convinced I needed something in my system, I opened the fridge. The glow of it shined right through me, making me happy for the first time that day. As I examined what to choose, I found myself drawn to many different options. Being an indecisive kid, I could not make up my mind, so I went with everything. First, leftovers, that chocolate bar, then some pretzels, and of course, that stash of Easter candy my mom hid for herself. And thus began the habit of thinking the fridge was my friend when he wasn't. And yet, sometimes I want to forgive him as if he didn't do anything to hurt me, as if everything was my fault, but it wasn't. He nearly ruined my life. He stabbed me in the stomach, and now I want revenge. I want to rip open those doors and expose him for who he truly is.
A fridge.
What?
It's just a fridge.
Fuck you, man.
Excuse me?
No, it's so much more than that. It's a representation of the world we live in. You think everything's gonna be fine, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you struggle with things that a lot of people don't struggle with, and that makes the struggle even more real because you constantly ask yourself, why me? Why do I struggle but they don't? What the hell is wrong with me? I mean, why do I feel so controlled by this inanimate object? Why?
Why?
What?
Why do you allow yourself to be controlled by this inanimate object?
I don't know. In this program because I didn't know what else to do. It scared me shitless. I mean, who goes online in front of however many people sharing their issues? It's so weird. The way we talk about ourselves in general is weird. Like, why would anyone care, you know? I was never really good at therapy. I thought this was a different approach, a more controlled way of doing things, an academic approach. That was really, really academic. I mean, I was going to go on Jeopardy or some shit. I've always been a straight A student. Just ask all my teachers. I was
a great student.
Mrs. Yorks?
This isn't Zoom University, you know.
Yeah, I know.
No one's grading you on this.
I know.
But if they were, you'd get an F.
What the fuck? Why?
Are you getting better?
Why? Does that dictate my grade?
The point is to measure your progress.
Well, no one gave me a rubric, Professor. I don't know how to change my grade.
Every question mark is a point added, and every exclamation point is a point lost.
I don't understand the directions.
Are you growing?
I'm bigger.
Are you getting better?
How does one get better?
Are you growing?
I'm bigger.
Do you see the cycle?
What cycle?
Your cycle.
And to break it?
Is to remake it.
Am I okay? Is anyone really okay? I mean, what does it even mean to be okay? Is it when you feel like you're floating through space, time ceases to exist? When you can't communicate with the people around you like you used to because you are so absorbed in your own skin. It suffocates you and you drown in it. I hate skin. Being stuck inside of it. To run is to escape the skin. I went on a run today. It felt pretty good, except for the part where I felt my lungs closing and no air whatsoever rushing through me. Oh, and the part where I tripped over my neighbor's trash can and face planted into their goody two-shoes rose bush. I couldn't get all the thorns out of my face, so hopefully that answers your question of why I look like a chimpanzee that just got attacked by a flying squirrel because he was reading the daily news when he should have been paying attention to where he was flying. You know, I thought it was a fishy how flying squirrels even existed. Like, why? You know, what is their purpose? Besides attacking chimpanzees, of course. Right, sorry. Yeah, a little tangent there. Anyway, I think that my point is that I went on a run, which is good, right? To burn off those calories from the brownies. But of course, I didn't feel too great running since I ate crap. You eat like crap, you feel like crap, you know? Well, I think this is our last meeting. I'm not anywhere near where I should be. And I thought this program would help me heal. But I don't think talking to however many strangers online about my problems helped at all. So, yeah, thank you to the people that listened to me. I'm gonna go throw up now. Bye.
Wait!
What?
Thank you.
For what?
Thank you for sharing.
Sharing is caring.
I want you to get better.
I mean, I want to too, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Why not?
Well, things are going to get worse before they get better.
Why does it have to be that way?
I don't know.
Well, how do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel sick. How do you feel?
Sick?
Well, I guess we have a lot of healing to do, huh? You know what? Come on. Let's go have some eggs for dinner.
We can't have eggs for dinner.
We can do anything we